Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? Listen, I just wanted to come in and give you guys a really interesting and shocking, but not surprising update on what's going on with Travis and Kourtney. Now, if you guys don't know, of course, Travis was released from the hospital and they literally thanked everybody for their well wishes. We'll talk about that in a second because it was really, really odd and literally raised a lot of people's eyebrows. But let me just give you the plot of this video and then I'll go into detail. You guys, it looks like the Kardashians are basically telling Travis and Kourtney that there is no way out. If you remember, after Travis was hospitalized, they went online. Kourtney and Travis said it was so harrowing. He almost died. It was near fatal. It was more pain than he's ever been in his life. Thank God it looks like he is going to make some sort of recovery. We still don't know if it's a full recovery. But Kourtney actually issued this statement, which a lot of people, including myself, found really odd. Kourtney literally ripped into the paparazzi and said that literally they profited from it's a new level of low, monetizing off our nightmare. Really savagely uncool when they actually didn't leave his side. If you guys want to see a full breakdown of this and what was going on, go ahead and watch my other videos. It's under my playlist, Kourtney and Travis, or Kourtney's wedding. However, the takeaway from all this was Khloe was calling out various media outlets and basically saying she is cutting ties. She's done with the Kardashian way of life. Interestingly enough, one of the media outlets she actually called out was TMZ. As we know, TMZ is very, very, very cozy in bed with the Kardashians. A lot of people could accuse TMZ of being a Kardashian mouthpiece. Now, all that's, as so many people have pointed out, yes, Khloe profited from this as a past. She signed on to a reality TV show. But in life, right, when you're done with something, you're done. If you don't want to be in the public eye anymore, you don't have to. And it looks like Kourtney is fine being a wife, best friend, mother, and just living her life and living her fantasy and her dream. I thought that was odd. But the thing is, I thought after that was actually put out there, that TMZ at least would back off, because the Kardashians basically have ties to TMZ and can literally bury stories, in my opinion, kill stories, or amplify stories. This is what I've seen. Go watch my other videos. But here's the thing. TMZ has not backed off. They've actually doubled down, and they're even showing more paparazzi shots of them in very, very intimate moments. And it has not escaped everybody's attention that while Travis was in the hospital, there were no well wishes from any of the Kardashians. Now, a lot of people assume Kourtney, of course, wanted to keep it low key. She didn't want it in the public, but it's starting to look a lot like Kourtney's wedding, where it's like, where is your family? Why are they not supporting you? As a matter of fact, Travis even posted this weird picture on his Instagram feed. He posted these pictures of flowers on his Instagram feed. They are white roses. Beautiful bouquet, but just hear me out on this because I am going somewhere. And he then said, thank you. And he tags all the sisters, Kylie, Kim, Khloe, and of course, Kendall. Now, you guys, in a normal family, this might be appropriate. However, it does raise eyebrows, at least my eyebrows. And I want to know what you guys think in the comments, right? That the fact that Khloe was showered with flowers for her birthday. The Kardashians go big or they go home. Everything is a spectacle. Everything is performative. Everything is over the top and lavish. They are very rich and they love showing off their money. And nothing wrong with that. Do what you want with your money. But I found it odd that Travis was hospitalized for what? Nearly 7 days. Kourtney lashed out at the paparazzi and TMZ, because they were one of the medias that actually spread the lie about her being in the sweatsuit. Go watch the video if you want to know what I'm talking about. And you were hospitalized for 7 days. And there were no well wishes. Nobody came to visit. Nobody took time out of their schedule. And on top of that, 4 women who are arguably millionaires and billionaires sent one bouquet of flowers when we all know that flowers are the Kardashians' thing. I don't know. Now, taken by itself, it might just be one piece of the puzzle. But there's other pieces too that really lead me to believe that there is something very, very wrong in the city of Whoville between Kourtney and her family. And her family, for whatever reason, I don't know if her family's casting her out or if Kourtney's choosing to live leave, but lines are being drawn. Let's get into the other things. Well, let's look at how TMZ, who was called out by Kourtney for being vile, disgusting, lower than low, black. I mean, listen, Kourtney wasn't wrong, but she called them out for all these things. And to me, sent a clear message that she wanted to be left alone. This is a time where they are rebuilding. We still don't know what's going on. And how did TMZ, who is in bed with the Kardashians, and I do not believe would go against the Kardashians just to run a story about this, how did they respond? I'll tell you. Actually, I'll show you. Well, I'll tell you how. They doubled down and literally issued more paparazzi photos of Kourtney, Travis, and what looks to be her youngest son, Rain, literally driving around in a private moment hours after being released from the hospital. Now, you don't have to be a student of body language to decipher the look on Kourtney's face. But there's more. TMZ then made an article about it for clicks and views after Kourtney called them out about it. What's more, they had a paparazzi camera on Travis. And as you can see from Travis's body language, he looks very upset and very tense. Honestly, from the back, maybe it's not evident, but you see when he's walking, he's lit. How tall is Travis? Look at, why is Travis so low to the car door? Is it because it's a big Jeep or is he a small man? How does anybody know how tall Travis Barker is? I know I could Google it, but I'm in the middle of making a video. Okay, fine, I'll focus. Let's move on. Again, you don't have to be a student of body language to see that he looks like he's upset. Or maybe people just walk around with balled up fists. I don't know. You tell me. However, let's look at this article they also said. Okay, so they basically say that Travis Barker is getting back into the studio after being released from the hospital. They make interesting references, at least I thought, saying clearly the Blink-182 drummer is feeling a whole lot better and looked pretty healthy, sporting black shades and a DOA t-shirt as he emerged from his vehicle. They said Travis is anything but dead on arrival, though. In fact, he greeted the studio operator with an energetic fist bump before heading inside. We're told several other musicians arrived at the studio about 30 minutes later, along with Travis's assistant, who went on a food and coffee run for the entire crew. Whatever Travis and the co are cooking up from behind those walls must be good. They've been rocking out for hours, we're told. They literally said, of course, this comes after Travis was rushed to the hospital last week. TMZ broke the story. He had a colonoscopy that triggered pancreatitis. But that's a funny thing. Travis, and I believe Kourtney said that it was an endoscopy, right? They said, which is a serious health issue that kept him in the hospital bed for days as he was being treated. They said during the endoscopy, I had a small pull-up. So he's literally repeating what Travis has said. They said this isn't the first time we've seen Travis out since a house scare. Travis and Kourtney were also spotted taking a joyride in a vintage truck on July 1st with Penelope and Rain cruising in the back. Okay, so listen, you guys. And I'm just saying as somebody that's in the media, yes, I'm in the media. I'm a YouTuber and that's media, okay? Let me have my dreams, okay? But all jokes aside, it's weird in this TMZ article that they're trying to shade Travis and Kourtney, if you read between the lines, and try to make it seem like his hospitalization is no big deal. And also showing that they're not going to stop hounding them. And they will use them for clips and baits if they choose. The interesting thing is, I think this has to be sanctioned by Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian. They would not go against them and lose that connection for this story. But let's also look at the way they're trying to play Travis and Kourtney, in my opinion. Let me know what you think and minimize things, right? Looks like he's feeling a whole lot better. He's getting back in the studio. Get this, the way they said that, we're told Travis' assistant went on a food and coffee run for the entire crew. Now, anybody that knows about this condition knows your stomach, it's a great source of pain. And that drinking coffee is not advised. The fact that they said they went on a food and coffee run for the entire crew, why didn't they just say they went for a food run? Again, it's the little things when people are trying to sprinkle things in your head and change narratives and plant narratives. Also, whatever Travis are cooking up behind closed walls must be good. They've been rocking out for hours. So they're like trying to say, oh, you're sitting there saying we profited from it, and it was a life-threatening condition, but yet you went up and went to the studio and rocked out for hours. How sick could you have been, right? They also said that they broke the story. They broke the story taking ownership. When Kourtney said, you guys are disgusting and vile, for all the paparazzi and everybody, you guys are disgusting and vile. They're literally saying, yeah, we broke the story. They're also saying that, which is a serious health issue that kept them in the hospital bed for days. Again, throwing shade, in my opinion, on what Kourtney and Travis were saying, that it was a harrowing, life-threatening condition. And I don't care what anybody says, to be in a hospital for 7 days, they don't just keep you in the hospital just because you like sunshine and lollipops and rainbows and all that. It was actually a serious condition. Again, I find it odd that Kourtney basically said, back the F off. If Kourtney and all the Kardashians are super, super tight with TMZ, they could have issued a direct statement. They never did. They could have done an interview. They never did. Kourtney literally called TMZ vile and basically told them to back off. TMZ, who is in bed with the Kardashians, if I believe so at least, not only didn't back off, but are now hounding them and looking and literally releasing articles that are in direct and opposition to the stance they took. It was serious but not life-threatening. I don't know, you guys. Cop up with these flowers. Well, to be honest, I feel like it's sending a message. I feel like it's sending a message to Kourtney and Travis. One, like Kim always likes to say, you are the least interested to look at, even though every time Kourtney even steps outside to breathe, without even getting attention, we're just naturally interested in her. But I also think it's sending a message that you will fall in line and you will do as you told. The family's business is being famous and notoriety, and everything is on the table. Weddings, funerals, hospitalization, childbirth, and everything in between. There is no way out of this family. So if you guys think you're cutting ties and having your happily ever after, you have another thing coming. Now, you guys, I know, let me know what you think in the comments, but we gotta admit, there's something really odd about what's going on with Kourtney, her sisters, the Kardashians, and the way that they are handled her wedding, her happiness, her engagement, her love, and even her heartache when Travis was hospitalized for 7 days without one visit. And again, something's up. Anyway, my little tattletales, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.